Ado. This is an emergency broadcast, and I promise it's not going to be up to 30 minutes. I think I do 30 minutes and a little bit more. My name is Daddy Chris Odeme, Daddy Chrissy, and I want to talk about something I spoke about last week. Sometimes we don't get it right in this platform. When I came on this show last week, I have only one thing in mind: to address some of the challenges I think we face as a people. And maybe in the course of doing it, I opened the womb for the whole trouble that we're looking to unfold on me. And I want to address it. My name is Daddy Chris, like I said. This is Urhobo National Television. I'm reaching you from London. Wado. Urhobo Awaina. Omne house na national anthem na no Urhobo na ole levi sa. Ano Urhobo ni miwena. Asafa jiri ti onle. Defa po mi kan wata o to Urhobo meje kono nware. Oya wata no Urhobo ole levi sa. Kabia bokamani. But I don't know be dictionary. We come on. Let me speak English because I'm broadcasting now to the SRTV and the other SRTV both platforms. So it's maybe better if I speak Urhobo. I speak English, and I know my Urhobo people can understand what I'm saying. It's very unfortunate that we find ourselves in a situation where we shouldn't be. As an Urhobo man, I came last week to address some major challenges which I felt our kings are in a position to address. I brought 3 Urhobo sons who are now the political leaders of the nation. And immediately I was reminded that Ogboru was there. And I said, sorry, sir, Ogboru should make it 4. And we're going to count and count and count and count. Yes. But what I observe is that these people, they are loggerheads. They are, it's a cold war. Whether you like it or not, if you're not aware, then be aware now that there's a cold war. And we ask, of whose interest is this? Is it okay? This is my concern. The governorship, as it is in Delta State, goes round. When it goes from Delta Central, Delta South, Delta North, that's how it has been. And now, if it is our time as Urhobo people, I think we should better work together and make something beautiful, because like it or not, we are 5th in population in Nigeria. We don't have one single developed city, not one. Delta North is not Urhobo. These are Ika people. If not, I would say they are actually in Anambra State. Look at River Niger. It's what separates Anambra from Asaba. It's just a river. And you can tell me, you can confess that these are Igbo people. Sometimes they deny they are not Igbo. Who are you then? That is a debate for them, not for us. But I ask myself, can you identify one beautiful city or one developed city in the Urhobo nation? The only place we'll be talking about before would have been worried. Now we are at war with the Shekere. War. And I'm just thinking, where are we as a people? If we are 5th in population, we don't have a state to be called our own. Urhobo doesn't. Ijaw have how many states? They have rivers, they have Bayelsa, they are in Delta State. And they will be the one, I'm sure because we have a deputy governor, Ijaw already. The next governor should come from the Ijaw extraction. That is in the Soko. There's going to be a battle, and I know Ijaw will get it. Hello? So we are the one that actually left out. The only state created for us that would have been in our area, we fought, and the thing is now in Asaba. Do you guys, let me do a memory lane. I'm not against Asaba people, but let me remind you that when the state was created, you know how Asaba looks like. Today, Asaba is a beautiful city, and it's going to get better with your money. I know you're angry, but it's with our money. Hello? is with Delta State money. Delta State money is coming from our area predominantly. The Shekiri, the Jos, and the Urhobo, we are the one that fund Delta States. I'm not going to go into that because I'm not here to preach a politics of division. But I came to talk to my own people as it concerned me. Yeah, I think the Delta North should pick their ear, close their ears when I talk, because when they were dragging the Delta State capital to Asaba, they were not looking for equity. If you're looking for equity, the capital of Delta State will not be at the outskirts of the town. You would have located it in the middle of the town. Hello, what kind of equity are you talking about? Like I said, I'm not here to preach division. I'm here to talk to my own people. And I'm here talking to my people. And the last week, I spoke that if we're going to be able to come together and strike with a mighty blow, then these three political gurus need to sit together and be friends. They fought for election. Okay, let me name them again. I'm talking of Ibori, Omagige, and the sitting governor, Oboriwori. I can understand Oboriwori. Oboriwori have the right to be angry that when he was fighting for this election, that he didn't get the support of these people. Of course, you don't expect to get the support of these people. They were your rivals. Omagige was fighting with you. Ibori wanted the area. That is the game. You guys fought, you won. And I'm not blaming you even for being angry. But you know the people I actually came to blame. I was talking to the traditional rulers. I'm not going to bring their images because I saw, listen, the image you people saw, you didn't watch the whole broadcast. I came and I said, the kings, our kings, we have 24 kings. They are strong enough to put this thing in a beautiful meeting and say, children, this is it. We're going to move forward now. Let me remind you why this is so sad. There was a time Ibori, when we had the first governor, the major one, when Ibori was governor of Delta State. Ogboru and Ibori, Ogboru dragged Ibori to court. How many times? Part of that government we were in court throughout. Ibori was in court throughout. Ibori, you could remember what I'm saying now. Were you happy? And what was the benefit for Urhobo? Rather than Ogboru going to Senate, there was division, there was fight, and there was chaos. Rather than Ibori concentrating on being governor, everything to bring the government down was what we were sending to Abuja. And what was the gain? Urhobo, did you people actually benefited that Ibori and Ogboru fought then? This is exactly what's going to happen now. Ogboru won the election. And how many, in fact, the guy that called me told me that you people took him 37 cases, over 36 cases. The same person, the same Urhobo people. Not other people, Urhobo people. And you, the kings, you keep quiet, you allow those things to happen. Clap for yourself. I came last week and I tried to address this. And in the course of addressing it, I remember that our kings have not done well. That these people should be called. And yes, I have my reservation when it comes to the administration itself. I'm not happy with what this is not governance. I don't think, and I asked question whether what is going on now is what people call development. And I meant it. And I'm going to actually try and share with you what Urhobo should be doing at this moment. I may be wrong, but do I have the right to express myself? Yes. This is my platform. This is not my platform. This is a platform, but I set it up so I can open my mouth. If you come here and you say you want to say anything, I will allow you. I've never monopolized this platform. And for those of you that watch me, I have SRTV as my own platform. I have ART as my platform. I'm not desperate to have Urhobo television, even when I own it technically. Now, let me address this matter a little bit. So that was my concern. That was what I came to address. That's why I'm calm today. I don't want to even be angry. I came to help Urhobo say, okay, please, now that our son, Oboriwori, is now governor, if we want to get the best, Oboriwori is going to need the best from Ibori. He's going to need the best from Omagige. Omagige fighting to be governor next time. It may not make a lot of sense, but they're going to break it, though. The next election is not going to be funny, too. Don't think it's over. Let me tell you this. Now, the person gaining, the only winner here is Tinubu. Tinubu is friend to Ibori. It's not going to drop Ibori for you. Tinubu is friend to Omagege. He's not going to drop him for you. Now, Obodo has secured great father, papa from Tinubu. Tinubu is now a father to all. So I don't blame Tinubu. Tinubu is going to win the states. It's up to you guys to break your head. Tinubu has won. I don't mind. That's what Tinubu is supposed to do. His own is to win the election. But what about us? So when we go to, imagine now, when these people go to president, Ibori will go there, will go and talk how it will benefit him and his clique. I know that. Omagege will go there to talk how it will benefit him. And actually, it will be going to be what the other one is doing wrong. Because it's your enemy. Rather than going to presidency to say, this is what we need now as a people. We're not thinking in that light. We're thinking of how we're going to go and sell ourselves to the president. Sell ourselves. That is what it is. And the kings, like I said, you guys are watching. You are excited. You are happy with this. That's why I'm confused. That's why I came on that show and I talked about it. I don't think I've offended you. You could be offended. I don't mind. But it's my job to offend you sometimes. But I just want to put some facts to why people were shouting. Yes, I have issues. Let me say this. And I asked a very difficult question. And that is the part I'm going to address a little bit. But I have issues with you. And I said, is bridges, is it what we call bridges? Is it called development? And in fact, who construct this bridge for us? You know, I came on the platform and I said, and I'm going to repeat it again. I'm now almost 60 years old. Since I was born, Julius Berger has been constructing roads for Nigeria. Julius Berger. Okay. So even at my age now, Julius Berger is still the one constructing roads for us. So we don't have people in Delta State, or you could not even set up a company that could construct roads. If road is what we're going to do throughout, if your benchmark of what you want to be remembered for is roads, like you have a road master that left. Okowa was a road master. You are now continuing more agenda. I understand that. But if you people are going to do that, don't you people think outside the box that, okay, instead of giving this money to a foreigner, let us do it within ourselves? Are you saying that we don't have the capability, the engineers, to construct roads in Delta State? I'm only saying that you can be offended. It's up to you. It's left for you to do what you want to do. I'm not here to look at your face. That is my concern, sir. I think it's a legitimate concern because I'm from the state. The money you're spending is not your money, it's our money. If I raise that concern, I don't think I've done anything wrong. I'm only saying that even if we're going to construct road, let it be our own engineers. Go and bring Julius Berger to construct road, and is road the most important thing for us now? That is why I asked the question again. Is this what people call development? Now, let me ask this question. This is where my problem is. And I'm repeating exactly what I did last week. So people didn't have new thing to take from me today. Let me just repeat it so I can reinforce it in a more calm way. That's why I'm silent. I'm doing this very nicely. Let me ask this question again. Delta State, we know that we have oil. Oil is, in fact, if you go there, check in the area, Urhobo area, Ijo area, waiting there, even it's part of Isoko now, oil. So if we have oil in our area, I ask the question, who even discovered this oil? It was Shell. Far back in 1958, they actually discovered it in Bayelsa first. Now they found out that we have oil. The oil is now everywhere. So we now know we have oil. And I asked the government, or Urhobo as a whole. I don't want to talk to the whole of that. If I'm talking to the whole area, I asked a question and I'm going to ask it again. Do we even think of having geologists, geophysicians, who can actually study the soil and tell us, okay, this is the oil we're taking now. Maybe we still have oil here, we have oil here. Are we in the process of even discovering what is in our land? Or we still waiting for Shell to come and discover more oil that is in my grandfather's house? These are my concerns. Don't you think it is time for Delta people, or those of us from that area, to actually have trained geologists who will take a look at our soil and discover more of what we have? The little one we see now is not all we have. I can bet you that more oil are in our soil. But who's going to do it? Make Oyibosi come back for us. Now, wow. That question I ask. Urhobo Wado. We are the Wado people. For those of you watching me from around the world, I'm talking to my people today. So if you cannot watch this, I understand that. But I'm talking from a point of pain. The question is, if we have oil in our land, don't you think now that we have a governor, our emphasis will be how to train geologists who will be able to help us discover what we have? The governor may go back. After 40 years now, governor will go away. But if we use this opportunity to do anything for Urhobo Nation, don't you think this is the area that should be our concern? That we're going to train geologists who will help us to discover what we have more in our land. And you, for some reason, you people just see that the construction of road is what we call development. And I have problems with that. That's why I raised that issue. Is this what you call development? I was thinking even the young people will be thinking in a more better direction, not this way. Instead, everybody is waiting for appointment. And do you know what is so sad? Urhobo young people are the least in Delta State. Now, Keke with the right. Go to worry. They will tell you Urhobo people not get level. They swear for us. I'm just saying this so that I don't talk people down. I don't like to say it, but I have to say it. Don't you think that you have a governor? It's time to think of the human capital development that will be necessary for the future. I have some things I'm ready for you today to share with you. Don't you think this is what we should be doing? Are you sure this is the time to say what that the priest said wrong about this? Now you're going to make so much noise and now excited. Oh, that the priest said this, that the priest said this. I'm going to say more. I choose not to talk too much on Urhobo television since we are governor, because all I'm going to say is going to be misinterpreted. I have nothing against anybody, but if he's doing something in the wrong way, I'm going to say it. I'm not a tribal man. This ideology, I call it toffee ideology. For people that knows me, know what I mean. I don't like toffee ideology. Toffee, they pay person for Bel-Air. You see, today, you didn't eat sugar this night. Those of you watching me, because you know sugar is not good. You don't eat better bitter leaf soup. Take, swallow, fufu. Now you're sweating well. If you eat sugar, you for the breathe hard. As sweet as sugar, it might be poisonous to you. Bitter leaf might be the best for you. So, do anybody when they give me goody, they leak? I they watch them. I don't need goody. That's why I'm telling nobody. We don't need you to please us. Sometimes you need to think of the overall interest, where we're going. You see, a people that cannot plan where we're going to be in the next 10, 20 years. Those are foolish people. Chinese already know where they're going to be in the next 100 years. How they're going to take over the economy of the world. Chinese is definitely going to take over from America, and America is not sleeping. We are the ones sleeping. Urhobo. The question is, now that your son is governor, all you people are doing right now on Facebook, not that you have any other thing, no, you don't even have a better platform. The only thing Urhobo people do on Facebook is the Omagege faction is going to fight Sheriff faction, and those who are supporting the Ibori faction. Hey! The kings are watching, the elders are watching, the chiefs are watching. This is not how we know Urhobo people to be. When we have issues like this, we drag the matter in and we sort it. That was why I called that meeting. In fact, I don't need to even come here because I have enough to discuss as on the national level, even on the international level. I'm not a local man. For me to spend time and talk to you, no, it comes from my heart and from my center. Actually, my friend pushed me to do it. So I can talk to you people. You people got upset. You're making so much noise on Facebook. Until let Facebook you make noise. What a disaster. And even the young ones, the young Urhobo people who should be, do you know what is your entitlement as an Urhobo boy? Do you know the amount of oil popping out of your land? Do you know what your destiny should be? Now you've been given what? A PASA of 500,000 naira. You can't even settle your life with that. Is that what you want? I was thinking that Urhobo youth now will be thinking how we're going to produce some 5,000 aeronautic engineers. I've said it again. How we're going to produce geologists, construction, because all we do today in Nigeria is to construct. Why we're going to have construction engineers who can help us to construct roads? Do you know that body called the Sopade? They get 13 billion every month. Make up one. You get 13 billion anymore. What do you do with it? When they're talking now, they can't stand me talk. Listen, if I don't talk, our children are going to say it. One day, you won't get away with this forever. They will say it. They will be angry. They will be upset. What's wrong with you? All right. Now, what is that decree saying today? Just I said it's going to be brief. I'm only saying that we can do better. And we need to do better. And we cannot be playing this local politics. Urhobo is behind. When I say they try to defend themselves, you are fifth in population. Show me one developed city in the Urhobo land. One. Ugeli, look at Ugeli. Look at Sable, we know of those days. Okay. Even this one, our new governor is from Urhobo. Look at Urhobo. Now we are busy in Wari fighting Wado City with Wari, where we are Wado, they are this. That's what we're fighting now. Let me ask you one question. And I said this on my last broadcast, and I'm going to repeat this. And I asked a question. Dangote is a rich man. In fact, if Nigeria is going to face, if there's going to be anything tomorrow, it's that man from Kano that is going to make us proud. Dangote has done it and is doing it again and again. He just opened a refinery, now selling oil to the United States, to the almighty United States of America. They are not buying fuel from us. Refined fuel that you have been importing into the country. Can we clap for the guy? I wasn't supposed to clap for Dangote. Wow. Now, Urhobo, you have the Institute of Petroleum Engineering. You have PTI, yeah? So you have people to send your children there to go and study engineering, and you can refine petroleum. If it's a big challenge, we can send people abroad to learn it. What does Dangote have that the entire Urhobo nation cannot have put together? Oh, you know what is so funny? We are fighting that, oh, the only oil company in Warri, they are all gone. All the big companies, they are gone. When the company were there, what was your job? Your father was either a gate man or a cleaner. People were never having a place to do that. You understand? People had never had anything to do it. You were what? Tell me what people were doing there. Did you people do any meaningful job? In your own land, you are now doing the cleaning job for a white man. The company is not owned by you. Oh, all the oil companies are gone. No, we will not get a job again. When the oil company were there, you were a cleaner. And now, the question I ask is it not time for us to think of how to even set up our own refinery? Now, okay, is it the money to own the refinery that is our problem? Of us, Urhobo, big rich, of all the Urhobo, all the rapper one with the tight seats, we cannot really put together and open. Oh God, what is this now? We cannot come together and open this kind of trust fund. Can't we, my people? I'm so sorry that anytime I come on this show and I forget to do this, that's when I'm going to get all the calls in the world. Let me see whether I can just put this off for some minute. Yeah. So I'm very, very, very careless when it comes to this because I wasn't prepared for this show, to be honest. All right, I'm going to be able to do that. Let it keep disturbing. When I go on a break, I will sort that out. But let me ask this again. Now you know your area have oil. You could not even set up a geological firm to look at how many oil we have left in the land. The little one, when you go discover, now you see they do so. That's my one. Number two, the refinery that was giving you people food when you people were slaves for the white people, really, because you were not part of it. No, we can count how many Urhobo men that were big boys in Warri then. You people were slaves. How many of you hold an unofficial position? If you do, today you will be able to think of owning a refinery. Refinery has been in your land for how many years? The refinery left. Another man, Dangote, was able to set up a refinery in Lagos. He's now selling fuel. You people could not come together and think of how you're going to have a refinery. You said you have a governor, and you people have a meeting. You're only fighting. Now wait till they vex me with this man, not talk too much today. You only fighting. Look at the three gurus. Between Omagege, between Obori, they don't fit sit down. Think of how we'll get a refinery. Now, how to win the next election? Now, of course, clap for them. Why we not go fight to win the next election? Why we not have some group of people who can only speak all what all of Magage have done? How Magage good rich? Or the other one had Sheriff good rich because they give you small food shop. The entire destiny of the Urhobo nation is at stake. You guys are smiling. I want any of you to come out in your clear conscience when you finish listening to me and talk from your center, from your heart. And listen, don't forget that this broadcast, AI will always break it down into pieces. So most of the things you may watch, if you don't watch the full broadcast, it may take it out of context. I can't help it. But if you listen to what I've said now, it's exactly what I said last week. That you people went on Facebook and you were fighting yourself and making all these stupid comments. This man doesn't know what he's saying. Of course, I look at the person listening, I don't know what I'm saying. And I say to him, look at you, look at me. The difference is clear. I 7-up. I am not boasting. Where I'm coming from, my curriculum, the things that made up that decrease, you don't get half. I have seen, and I have I have experienced it all. You don't get one I never see. It's gotten a time when I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm now giving back to communities. What is wrong with you, man? A nation as blessed as Urhobo is not as at today. Now we are thinking of how we can now actually have a small refinery. Okay, boy, you are there now. Even if you cannot do it. If you see, the last time I was even angry that Obori was able to open a trust fund. This is an initiative. He was able to open a security trust fund. Tompolo came. I begin to like Tompolo, but I begin to ask Tompolo, all this gaga when you talk about politics or this one. Oh boy, you go make more money if you set up your own refinery. Now, Tompolo, you need to sit down with big boys like us. We go tell you, say, boy, not be all this security way they do because you seem to have a good heart. I've stopped attacking you. But you know what? This is your 4 billion naira. You see, before government, federal government, they give you 4 billion naira. Imagine how much you go make if you set up your refinery. Dangote, oh, they give Dangote license to set up refinery. Now, Tompolo, they not go give. Now, if Tompolo, Obori, the other one they call Ajile, that's a kiddy boy. When they dance, where they only they do now, how Urhobo, you and Shekiri go fight. The three of these people, if you people sit down together and set up a refinery, your people will be happier with you than this fight you are fighting now. This fight between the Shekiri and the Urhobo and the Ijo, if these three big boys sit down together and give us a refinery, our people will be employed. You guys will make money because the more Tompolo makes money, the more he gives to us. The more Borori makes money, the more he's going to give to us. The more Ajele makes money, the more he gives to you people. This fight is not in your interest. Go and give them fight. And you, the kings, are the one I'm even talking about. You allow this to happen? Well, I'm not sure I'm in the same world with you guys. I'm going to make this simple. I'm going to keep it simple. Now I'm going to end up the show with one part of it, which is what I grew up to see my father do, and it's what my grandfather did. It's farming. Farming. That is the least one anybody can do. It's been our tradition to farm. And you're surprised today that people still go to the farm with cutlass. What can you do with cutlass? If I talk, I'm going to be best. Say people will get governor. I said if I'm the governor of any state, Delta State, if I see you, they go farm with cutlass, I go arrest you. Because you are a waste to productivity. as the governor of Delta State, if you actually love these people, it's not how you're going to empower them to become human beings and then make money for you. Because I don't think that you should even give money of the state to people, no matter who you are. But I, as the governor, I will work with the community. The community will farm well, proper farming. And then me, as a governor, the state will get their own, community will grow. Let me share some little images with you guys today. I have them all figured out. Now, I want to share some things with you. Take a look at this with open mind. Take a look at this one. I don't like this more. Let me close that first. Let me close that. My guys, shut up. You see, this is what people will call modern farming. And this is maybe somebody just taking this grass, which would have gone to feed. Instead, if you have this one, I'm sure the crisis between the Benway and the herdsmen will be over. And in a second, you will be able to gather enough food that will feed how many cows. This is a civilized way of doing things. And you see this machine now. It has its own electricity being funded. It is now solar. Solar will have more sun in Nigeria. So this machine will do very well at home. If we'll be coming abroad to come and do things, it's not the kind of things we'll be looking at. This is one of them. I'm coming. This is not all. You will see how people now water plants. Let me show you another images. It's lovely to see. Let me. This is called irrigation. Look what they do. Yeah, they are watering their plants. I'm going to stop this. Again, when it comes to harvesting, look at how they harvest things. This is harvesting your corn. And look at the one with the guy in the state. They are changing and they are working. I'm not saying you know try to do it. Wait. All the oil money when they make sense. Enough to buy this machine. You know, I don't want to talk, but I'm going to talk if I really come to me and you will go settle our matter. If all the money that has been coming to Delta State, do you know we get an approximate of 40 billion? It's a boy that published how much that has come to Delta State for some period of time now. Meaning in a matter of a year, we'll be getting close to 900 billion, if not between 700 and 900 billion in a year. How much was Dangote refinery? In a year. Hello? And yet we couldn't have all these machines. In fact, we don't even have the train. The kind of agriculturist, the kind of student want to go train for that in a school, they are not even exposed to all these things. You see how people water plant these days. Not be magical. This is now we could not even improve on what we inherited from our father. Just a little bit of farming. Would that be so bad? Would that be so bad? My people, would they be so bad? To come to a situation where we can talk as human beings and talk in the rest of the world. So when they invite us to the table, we can open our mouth and say we are Urhobo people. We are Delta people. You know, I'm talking to people from my area. Sorry, I'm not talking to Delta not today. It's not as if we are not from the same state, but we are not. You guys wanted Anioma State. We wanted Delta State. Hello? Let's be clear. A time will come, you have Anioma State. We're going to have Delta State. It's not a matter of division. We are not the same state. We are not the same people. We're in Nigeria. And this is the problem we have. When we don't speak to this truth, to this understanding, we just gonna fight. I'm not even talking about that today. I'm not fighting for New Delta State, but I'm only talking to my people who Omagege, Iburi, Omagege, Iburi, Sheriff. Now three of na don't shop our money. You people made money from politics. If not like, when I change my name. When I talk on the verse, I say none of you were this rich until you join politics. You're not very rich, I find. But your riches came from Urhobo because you were there because you're an Urhobo man. Ibori, you became a governor because you're an Urhobo man. Omagege, you went to Senate to represent Urhobo. Sheriff, this was the turn of Urhobo. You are there. What are we talking about? Should I be afraid to remind you that you are there not because you are intelligent, but because you are an Urhobo man? So you owe Urhobo. That's all I said, though. That's why people were angry. We were shouting, we were insulting, all the things, or nothing I've not heard. I was laughing because it doesn't shake me. What did Jesus Christ say? He said, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. Weep not for me, but for yourself and your children. Like I said, I'm going to try and make this broadcast very, very brief. Because we all have issues we have to deal with. I come on this show every day. When I have the time, I'm always going to be on my main television station, working 24 hours and doing other personal things. So I don't have the time to come here and begin to quarrel. I'm not a Facebook man. I'm a very busy man. But I took time out to always try and address critical issues that affect us. And I'm going to say something about my own people, my own community. I always say that sense of productivity Peter Obi was talking about. This is where we see it. When we say we should stop sharing money and try to think of how to be productive, I don't understand. Everything the data man, the Urhobo man know, is the money don't come and share small for you. Not that they will share a good portion for you, because that portion will never feed you and your family. Any money when they share, it can never feed you and your family. Let me use this word again. This is one area I talked about. Let me remind you people, it will pay una small so that when I leave here, I not go forget. I do this in at the planter for una so. Have you been to Lagos? We call some people Omonile. Okay, no, Garasef una get. Every community in Nigeria, they call them Deve boy. I ain't say Borewuri don't ban now. When I Borewuri start diverting. Borewuri na start deve, and I be community boy in those days. Anyway, let me not go into that one. Because when I go verse, if I talk, but make a quiet. Borewuri go verse. I didn't say that one. But who you be before? I'm going to leave that matter first. But let's talk about this. Deve people, they never progress once. Have you seen Omonile in Lagos? They are the one that will sell land for you. They are the one that do everything for you. Go and look at where they stay. They stay in one cubicle with their wife and the children. They never progress. Omonile there. Not one. I've never seen Omonile progress. Deve people, if they sell your land, every time when somebody wants to build house, you go rush, go there. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this. They say to you, your life can never be better. Let's take this in a bigger context. In a bigger context, let's take a look at it. Omonile now will be for Delta State. In fact, Nigeria is Omonile. The oil you have now when Urhobo come, won't take this oil. Go say, where our turn? Where our share? God gave you land, Delta State. God gave you the best of oil in that area. Instead of thinking how to drill oil from your own land, you're waiting for white people to come and drill the oil and so you fight them. Then give me my house, give me my house. Unless you people want to convince me that there's a law in Nigeria that says you from Delta State cannot have a refinery, then I only wonder, because that was the message I was getting. But now that Dangote got a refinery, Dangote managed to get a refinery and we cannot. Now Dangote is going to open a geological farm. You are there. The day Dangote will open farm, that's the day we're going to have food. Though. Dangote is going to challenge the rest of the world that we can feed ourselves. Maybe we're waiting for Dangote now to feed us. I am saying this because I'm sad. And I'm really supposed to be sad. Let me remind you guys something very important. Let me come home. Let me bring the matter home. For those of you in the Urhobo area, I'm talking to you now. Let me remind you, which I mentioned last week. Sapele, there was a thing called AT&P. When I say you are Manila, you think I'm joking. When the white people came to the land, when they were coming, yesterday I was talking about the 3 C's on one of my shows. And when the white people came, they came for commerce. And it's not as if the plywood were there when they came to Sapele, but they saw that we have wood. So they set up AT&P, African Timber and Plywood, AT&P. We were known for the best plywood all over Africa. It was coming to Europe. Who did it? It was the white people. Now, they are gone. You are waiting for another white man to come and set up another AT&P. So they do now something, so now not set up AT&P on our own plywood company. Hello? What did do you when you not set up your own plywood company, my people? Hey, this thing is sad. Do we have leaders? That's why I said, what your money will be, will they wait when they come take, what is our land, when they take and finish? We go drag, say, oh yeah, when they come now, we go fight them. Oh, this thing belongs to us. How come say Chinese people, they come here? But the thing is there, my brother. No, this is no time to fight. This is no time to shout at Daddy Chris. The thing is in your land. God gave it to you. What have you done with it? In one of my popular shows, I always give the parable which Jesus Christ used to compare the kingdom of heaven. He said a king was living, a rich man was traveling. He gave his servant some money, each according to what they can do. The big one, he gave the 5, the 10, he made his money double. The other one made money. The last one said, no, I'm not doing anything. I'll keep the guy money when the guy come and give him back. He was unproductive. When the Bible says it was taken from him and given to the big one because he's a waste person. Do you know that Chinese a time will come and give us cassava? Do you know the only plant you can use to process gari now is Chinese that has made it? This is something another technician on the street of Sapele could do. They could construct that thing. And when I talk now, you're going, oh man, I come from the very timid side of the world. I'm sad. Sorry. What is wrong with us? I'm not talking you down. But I'm sad that this is the thing we're leaving for our children. I can see the amount. Now, if you go online now, you will see, you put one thing about the man and Sheriff, you will see the war. The kings are watching. Is this what we should be doing? This is our pain. Our pain is that we should have a refinery. AT&P should be back in place. Farming should be robust. I just share some images of farmer for you. This is a farm, a civilized one. We have the money to do it. God gave us oil. So what have we converted it? This is why Nigeria is what it is. The same oil that we have been collecting since. When the money comes, we either use it to construct one road and we beg again. We wait for the next oil money to come. That's our destiny. Is it not sad? Is it not sad, my people? I came here to just talk something briefly and then I'm going to go to bed because it's already late. For your information, the time has changed. Right now, I know it is 8:45 in Nigeria. In London, it's 7:45. So we are 1 hour behind already. And yeah, so time has changed for those of you who are going to call and think it's the same. It's no more the same time. We are now experiencing 2 different times. And I want to use the opportunity to congratulate. I said I won't do much today. I will come back and close this show in a different way. But I want to congratulate the newly elected UPU president, UK. You know, I won't end my discussion without talking to UPU. So when I come back, I want to play this dance where we all dance together as Urhobo people. I just want us to rock the floor. When I come back, then we're going to try and take a look at the UPU. And I'm going to start with UK, having congratulated them. And then I'm going to talk to UPU Nigeria. That is Urhobo Progress Union. I'll do that, and I'll thank you very much for today. But in the meantime, let's be Urhobo. Let's do what we do best. We know how to dance. We know how to type big rafa. Enjoy. Let's enjoy this one. Don't go away. Stay with me. My name is Daddy Chris. Wado. You see, I like to see this music. That is what we do best. We're very happy people. We're rich people in culture. And now it's time for us to use our head to do the best, to do what we do best. My people, I'm very happy. I'm proud of Urhobo. That is how we say it in our national anthem. For those of you that doesn't understand me, deal with it. So what we really need to do now is ask ourselves why we are where we are. But even within that area now, the Urhobo, Ijaw, and Shekiri, now we dey behind. It really I know we are behind. It was Tompolo effort that went to take that 4 billion contract, the security that he's not sharing for you. The share for now. Now Tompolo they win the deal. Where the Urhobo man, Sheriff and Oburiwori and the Buri, now they fight now. Now don't fight finish. How can Urhobo speak with one voice if all you do is fight? Maybe I wanted to say it's because we are so divided with kingdom, but the kingdom is supposed to be a blessing. The divided kingdom is supposed to be a blessing. We have the most unique set, the best of all nations. Before you get angry with me, now answer my question. Can you point one developed city in Urhobo land? One. Is it Saple? Is it Ugeli? Is it Eku? Is it Ugara? Is it Abraka? And show me now. Where are they? I'm confused. I'm gonna take time. Those of now we call on ourselves politicians, cheap politicians. If you don't know what I'm talking about, quiet. Quiet. This is not time to fight some local politics. I call you some of you village fools. It is time to think of the nation where we're going to be. What kind of children are we going to produce that can talk? Because in few years down the line, we'll be quiet, we'll be off the scene. They will speak for us. If we cannot produce aeronautic engineers today, we can't produce miners, we can't produce construction engineers. We don't produce these people. Hey, UPU, let me come to you people. Hey, I pray that the new UPU that is set up in the UK, I know him very well. I know the new president. And I like the former president too. followed by this new one. This guy has been the one that has been so close to me. He has always attended every event. So I love him. He's somebody young. If young is somebody I can work with. I'm going to talk. I have congratulated him. And I'm really happy he has taken over. And even the vice is another young one. So that brings a blend of young and old, which is good. So I'm hoping that UPU, the UK, will be able to move things to the next level. But UK can't do much if home cannot do it. But UPU, UK, and America, you people owe the nation something big. That Urhobo nation, now owe Urhobo nation something big. And this is something we'll talk for back. But we're not going to praise ourselves to stupidity. We're not going to praise ourselves into hell. We're going to be sincere with one another and try to address the problem of Urhobo nation. The question I ask is now, can there be an initiative? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm the one that is having dementia here. I'm getting old. That does UPU America, does UPU UK, in partnership with UK at home, are they coming up with a holistic plan of where Urhobo will be next? When I don't go school for here, if we want to produce those engineers, I'm sure we can. We can even get some of them with scholarship if we need to. But I think we are rich enough. What is the Sopadek doing? What, you know exactly, the Sopadek is still parking the same sand on the road. They don't even understand. No single initiative other than one mushroom school when they go build. They don't do finish, they go park sand for road. The Sopadek just spend the 13 billion naira finish. Next. Not let me talk about corruption today. Because that time, me, I will even tie my bed to join your own. We're not going to be brother that time. You're not going to know me. If you say that the critics, I'll go say I don't know you. I just did a press release with my company called Legal Supporters. You guys should be ready. And I'm not going to be your brother. Because what you are doing, you are actually destroying the future of so many people. I won't allow you. If this is what I do for Nigeria, I will complete it. You know, when I sow the seed finish, even if I die tomorrow, the seed, the idea is already there. People will fly with it. And I've already started it. Today, I'm in the best position to do it. So I'm going to fight corruption. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about where Urhobo can be. Urhobo, don't you think even if we're going to farm, as our forefathers taught us, we should be thinking of what I just shared now? Even if we're not come to this, it should be to a level. But the same level of farming I'm seeing now, I saw the one they said they put together. Hey, let me tell you this. The glass house, we are talking technology today in Nigeria. Say, oh, we have a glass house. That is the new farm. That is the new technology. So we are all clapping that you have a farm that can be in a glass house. That is outdated though. The reason I know is that when I got to Belgium in 1992, I work in a tomatoes farm with this glass house. It was more equipped than what you have now. 1992. That's where Europe were in 1992. This is 2025. And you are celebrating, you're not even able to celebrate that one though. But do you hear me? Please, this is serious. Far back 1992, in fact, that is, they've started it before I came to Europe. I'm talking from my personal life experience. I worked there. It's really the only job I've done in my life. I worked in that tomatoes farm for 3 months. Hello. And is that the kind of farm you're going to bring to your people? What kind of governor are you going to be? You cannot blame them, Ibori. You cannot blame them. Okowa is a crafty guy, but you cannot blame them. You are supposed to be more modern. And you are actually getting more money than them because this, I hear say this oil subsidy, that money increase. 40 billion, not be small money, Oga. Listen, I'm here to query you, but if I go query you, I go query you legally. Me, I be madman. I'm not going to know you that time. But I'm talking as an Urhobo man today. Trust me, if I go fight the government, I go fight you legally. Trust me. I get big mouth with my press and I get law. I'm gonna ask. I'm a trained lawyer, core to the core. And I'm dangerous to community if I want to. But I want to use it to build. But if I see you destroy the community, I will use it as an instrument to fight you. But that's not what we're going to do today. Today, it's about how we can move forward as Urhobo people. I come here on Urhobo television to make peace. The reason I struggled to do the show, I'm very cold. I was just already in my bed, but I said I will come out because the kind of aggression, the kind of messages I was getting online, they were too cheap, they were too barbaric, and I said there's need to address it. And that's why I come to talk to you guys today. And again, I think I've done a little bit of justice to what I want to say. Is there any plan, UPU? We now have a new president, President Gan. The first time when they were fighting for this election, I know, I was not supporting you. I was supporting my friend, Chief Akpofure. Peter was my man, you guys know. He was the right person to take Urhobo to where we're supposed to be. But the Kowa came and he changed the election overnight. Where we're supposed to be. As a GAM president, barrister, well trained. Sir, where are we? It's like we don't even have a president. When this guy was there, I thought we were in trouble, but now we are in really serious trouble. Do you know when Moses Tiger was our president, he had the idea to have Urhobo University, the Urhobo Ekugbe Bank, all those initiatives, sir. Get one when this president, all the idea when I even call it outdated, listen, I was of the opinion that UP should be scrapped. But when I heard some of the things, okay, let's see whether we can get it to work. All those ones, you bury them as again. Barrister, again, you bury all of them. If Nasime are not talk, I will just come over here now. What they do here? I don't need to be talking. Because this is sad. So Urhobo doesn't have one single initiative. Say this is what we're going to be in the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Our children, if we train them now, if we have aeronautic engineers, we have miners, we have petroleum engineers, and we even have a construction firm, because all you people do is construct roads. How is it so bad that we cannot have a construction? Can't we construct roads? And you know what is so sad? Even when we bring the foreign company, don't go down to Las Vegas, where to Las Vegas they work. So how many white people there? The rest are black people, not me and you. They only tell us what to do. With that foolish, how many Las Vegas personnel did that road when you the construct? So now our people say they carry the block. What are you going to do for this word self? You get one of my staff, he say that the Chris get mental problem. I say I can't fear. Now I know why the guy get mental problem. With situations like this, all you're going to have is mental problem. Urhobo now they give person mental problem. As Urhobo big rich, let me remind you before I end this show. I only reminded you that you people are 15 population in Nigeria. The population of Urhobo is bigger than so many countries in the world. I was married in Slovenia for 5 years. The Slovenia is still a population of 2.1 million people. Urhobo is up to 10 million. They say it will be 5 million or 7 million. Agree. Hello. Hello. That's a awesome population. We are qualified to be a country that can do anything we set our mind to do. All we need right now is leadership. Listen, I'm going to end this show. I don't want this show to be more than an hour. Thank you very much for joining me. I said that I was going to keep it an hour. I'm going to play the Urhobo National Anthem and end the show right there. I know I've offended you again. I come in peace, and I'm going to come in peace again and again. If you guys are angry for this, I'm saying, I'm sorry, I can't help you, man. What I have said today, don't see one part of it. Tell them to watch the whole video. Because AI will generate clips now, which will be shared for you. I don't have control over that. They will take the part they want and they'll play it. That's me. It's up to you. Hey, that's why I end the show today. My name is Adi Chris, and this is Urhobo National Television. God bless you, and thank you for joining me. Bye for now.